I'm here. What's up, guys? Good morning. Behold, this is the day the Lord hath made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. And I am glad, even though it's cold out here. Y'all can tell by my attire, it is cold out here. But which is a pleasant change. I had to be honest. It is a pleasant change from how it normally feels down here in the South. But I mean, I'm happy for it. I'm happy I'm able to get out here. Thank you guys so much for all your well wishes. Guys, I told you it was just my sinuses. Seriously, it was just my sinuses. And you can see it's still going on. But so many well wishes and stuff, you know, they were wishing me a speedy recovery. Man, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for that. You know, and I'm answering questions again for another video. Someone asked me if there was one thing that I should be praying for on my spiritual journey, what would it be? And I'm like, you know what? It's hard to say like one thing, because there are a lot of things that are important in the first steps. You know, besides the obvious things like, you know, make sure what you're learning is authentic, meaning you're not doing yoga on the backs of goats or stuff like that. You know, it's, you know, the spirit of discernment. That's one. That's a big one. The spirit of discernment. It can help you on your spiritual journey just to stop you from having to stop and then start over and stop and then start over, which a lot of you have had to do, not just with Hoodoo, but with like Orisha practices, things like that. You find a God pair and you're like, man, this person sucks and stuff like that, right? So the spirit of discernment is something you should pray for. And you should also pray for the power to follow what that spirit tells you, because it's easy to have that gut instinct like, this isn't right, the situation isn't right, or maybe this just isn't for me. But especially when you've invested time, it's hard for you to follow that gut instinct. And that's especially true with relationships too. You know, some of y'all are in, I just done put too much time in relationships. Some of y'all do love spells simply because you have invested so much time. You're like, well, I'm not gonna walk away with an L, when in reality, staying is the L, right? That's the L you're taking, sticking around. Lord, I can go on and on. But yeah, spirit of discernment, that's what you want. And you can get that just through prayer, meditation, or from learning a means of divination. Now, here's the caveat, guys. I tell you time and time again, you can be the best tarot playing, oracle card reader, throwing bones, whatever in the world. But it don't mean a hill of beans if when you see something you don't like, you shuffle and keep on pulling. How many of y'all do that? The cards will say something and you're like, I don't know about that, because I know what my heart tells me, especially when it comes to y'all's little feelings. No, like, I know what my heart tells me. And it's like, your heart is just a lump of muscle right here. It doesn't tell you anything. It's all up here. A lot of us are emotionally, spiritually bipolar, in the sense that we think whenever you say my mind says one thing but my heart says something else, no, your heart ain't telling you nothing. All it's doing is pumping blood, baby. That's up here, one side, and what you need to unify those sides. Either walk on the right side of the street or the left side of the street. You're walking down the middle, and that's when you get crammed. So pray for the spirit of discernment, and then pray for the willpower to actually follow it. Secondly, commitment. It is not easy. Well, you know, finding a path to walk is hard, and it's also equally hard to like actually go down that son of a gun. Whew. Lord, don't I know, man. You know, I don't tell y'all stuff that I don't go through myself. You know, y'all remember when I started the whole obsolete delete thing. Obsolete delete. You know, talking about if you got a mental process or an emotional process or something inside of you, It's just like a computer program. If it's obsolete, you delete it. Some of y'all got a million apps on your phone that you ain't opened in years, but you won't delete it. Junk in your house that you have not used, but you can't bring yourself to throw it away. The same thing with thought forms and emotional patterns, spiritual patterns. Obsolete, delete. If it's obsolete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. You got to. But I woke up in a funk this morning. I was like, I will fade away and render myself obsolete. Because sometimes I feel like, you know what? I'm out here and I feel like I'm teaching, but am I really? Or am I just feeding people's needs for spells and desire for power? Am I really helping anybody to grow? Or Lord, and Tabitha's up in a tree. Thank y'all. Y'all told me she stole the show, my last ranting video. When I was ranting about mental health and spirituality. She did. She was playing with her stick. She has a stick that she plays with out here. But yeah, I mean, I was in that funk. So what did it take to get out of the funk? Commitment and desire to keep on going. That's it. That's all it takes. Commitment and desire to keep on moving. That's why I got out here. It's early. I could have easily just laid there, sat there just thinking sad thoughts about myself. But I'm like, no, gotta keep on moving, gotta keep on pushing. Because shoot, it's gonna always get better, y'all. And I don't know, maybe I had a plan for this video, but I guess this is the message that Spirit wanted me to tell somebody out there. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to receive this. It is going to get better. You know, think about all the bad times in the past, y'all. Because I know we've all had them, right? We've all had them. All the bad times in the past. And then it's followed by a subsequent good time. And it's like, dang, I would have missed the good stuff. You got to keep pushing and get out there. Oh, I want to show y'all. I went and cleaned off the the outdoor altar. Cleaned it off and got some stuff lined up for y'all. But no, prayer requests are open. I know it's the holidays and a lot of people are in a funk. I was talking to my mom, and my mom is like the queen of Christmas, right? She loves Christmas. I do too, man. I love me some Christmas. I don't have a Santa hat this year. I threw my Santa hat away in the move. So I need to get another Santa hat. But I talked to my mom, and she's like, I asked her, does she have her Christmas tree up? Because like I said, queen of Christmas, she loves her tree. And she was like, no. I'm like, what? My mom normally has her Christmas tree up Thanksgiving night. And she was like, nah, money's tight. I do what I can, but money's tight. And she's like, have you noticed how high Christmas trees are? Because she loves the live trees. And she was like, have you know how high Christmas trees are? And I knew the price of lumber had gone up. Y'all remember they were talking about that, the price of lumber? But I didn't know it meant Christmas trees too. She said a 4-foot tree is like $80. And I'm like, yikes. See what I do. Mama got to have her tree. Lord, now I am rambling. I blame it on the cold meds. I am rambling. But yeah, prayer, spirit of discernment, and commitment. You know what I'll do? I'm going to set up and I'm going to show y'all a little ritual that you can do. A little ritual that you can do for inner peace and a brighter outlook on the future. Because I mean, it's gray and gloomy out here, and a lot of folks feel like it's gray and gloomy in here, but it's not. We're going to let the sunshine in. All right, how about that? Okay, guys. So I'm out at the outdoor altar that I showed you guys the other day. Okay. Now, for this working that'll bring about inner peace, inner calm, but also cleanse you of that negative energy, you're going to need an egg, 2 candles, 1 blue, 1 orange. Now, see how little this is? Thank you, Amazon, for ripping me off. That's Hoodoo dog back there barking for whatever reason. Now, I am going to fix these to the rock by just melting the wax. You can put them on a plate, or you can use glass encased candles. It's up to you. Personal choice. Look here, you son of a... I know, don't curse the candles at us, not the candle's fault. It is user error, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, get it. Now, I did not dress these candles. They are fresh out the box. Light them, of course. As we light the candles, we say in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved over the waters, and God said, let there be light. And then you give the candles light. Now, this one went out because of the wind. I'm going to put it back, light it back. Now, you take the egg, and you're going to cleanse yourself. I know you guys can't see my face, but it's hard to get both in the shot. I know y'all want to see my beautiful mug, but don't worry about it, okay? I'll close out the video. But you cleanse yourself, starting with the top of your head, and you're just wiping down your body. And then you place it next to the candles. Then you recite the 23rd Psalm. You know, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the face of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Now it's a windy day, but y'all get it, all right? There was this thing where they said one time where if you hold one candle over another one, it would automatically relight the other candle. There we go. And you leave this egg out here for 3 days. Leave it out here for 3 days. And then on the third day, bury it. Now I want y'all to see my altar setup because I kind of like it. I even hung like a little bag here. Y'all remember before I had, you know, the other papers and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Let me just hang a trash bag near the outdoor altar. Keep your altars clean, guys. Keep them clean. Now, I know I and some other people have talked junk in the past about people with these really, really clean altars, meaning that means you're not doing any work. But by keeping it clean, I mean remove the refuse, the stuff that you're not using anymore. You know? All right, guys. Got some more work to do. Hey, don't forget to run them donations. Run them donations. Help us to. I'm actually gonna fly my drone up a little bit later on to give y'all an aerial view of Hoodoo Central 2.0. I think y'all like it. But yeah, run them donations so we can get more stuff done out here. All right, need to get more stuff done. You know, what did he say in that song? You gotta let them people know you want to cash out. You know how the song went? I think that's how it went. At least that's what I heard. But whenever I sing that, people start laughing. But that's how the song goes. Y'all let me know in the comment section. And yet again, y'all, comment down below. Smash that thumbs up button. You can hit the dislike if you want to, but YouTube done taking that away. But still, hit it if you feel like it. All right, what do y'all want the next video to be about? Let me know.